Hi, my name is Margie Rupel, and I'm a reference librarian at Albertsons Library at Boise State University. Our topic today is doing a literature review, and this is Tuesday before the in-person and online workshops on Thursday. And I wanted to record this part ahead of time so that I know everything goes as planned. I'm going to focus on books, ebooks, and theses and dissertations for this video. We have a catalog called WorldCat Local that helps you find all kinds of resources, but it is mainly good for finding books, ebooks, and theses and dissertations. And these are all really important for doing a literature review because, well, for two reasons. They give you comprehensive overviews of a topic, and in that book there is usually a bibliography and or a list for further reading. And these two characteristics help you get a really comprehensive overview of your topic plus a list of resources to follow up on, references to follow up on. It helps you be really comprehensive and complete when you are doing a literature review. And remember, you do have access to virtually every book through a library. You can use Albertsons Library's collection of books, ebooks, and theses and dissertations to your heart's content. Plus, we will borrow books and articles from other libraries. Interlibrary loan is a free service that I especially recommend that graduate students and doctoral candidates use. You will have to, because not every library is going to have everything you want. Now let's get started using WorldCat Local to find ebooks, books, and theses and dissertations. It's very easy. You start on the Albertsons Library homepage in the search box. We will choose a topic that goes with today's disciplines. I'm going to choose active learning. I'm really interested in active learning myself, and I've tried to implement it in various ways, and I'm a real believer in it. I think it really helps students learn. So we're just going to search all. Remember, this is WorldCat Local, and right now we're searching libraries worldwide. We could limit it to other Idaho libraries and just Boise State. I don't recommend doing that though, because then you won't see the materials that are at other libraries that you can borrow through interlibrary loan. So I'm going to leave it the way it is right now. And it looks like this search brought up some really good results. Number one, active learning, 101 strategies to teach any subject. It's from 1996. It is here at Albertsons Library. And number three looks really good too, creating excitement in the classroom. And we can just use this search. We can use this list of results to find books because it looks like number one is a book, number two, number three are all books. However, you'll notice here on the left-hand side that this also brought up articles, chapters, websites, archival material. And to begin with, we really are just interested in the books. Now this includes theses, dissertations, ebooks, print books, microform, etc., etc. I would just leave that on right now. So now you've limited your list of results to just books. And we are just going to take a look at number one. I'm going to click on the title, Active Learning, 101 Strategies. And of course, there's usually a summary for this book. This is the only book to cover active learning in the middle or secondary classroom, etc. And then I need to scroll down to find out if this book is available right now. It says that this book is not checked out right now. It's on the third floor, and it gives a call number that I can write down and go to the third floor. So I would write down LB 1027.23. S556 1996. If I don't want to get this book from the shelf myself, I can request that the book be pulled for me and held at the circulation desk. That's this blue button, hold and request. So I just want you to know that's available. It is called an on-shelf hold if you want us to pull the book for you. Now, if this book was checked out, you could place a hold on this book and your name would then be on the book for when it is returned, and then we would contact you. So you do have a couple of options there. One thing that some students don't know is available is this cite/export function. When I click on that, it asks me which citation style I'm using, APA or MLA. Those are the two most common citation styles, but I can change this if I need to. I can use Harvard, but I think for education and social work, we usually use APA. So it takes the data about the book and it puts it into what it thinks is APA 6th edition. And then I just want you to know it is not 100% correct. I have seen it make mistakes. So keep your eye out for any mistakes on that citation style. But isn't it neat that this system goes ahead and does this for you? What I want to do is go back to the search results, and we're going to move on to looking at electronic books and theses and dissertations. So I want to go over here to my formats and tell it exactly what I'm looking for. What I'm going to do is take the check mark off of this, like I'm going to kind of delete what we did earlier. And now I'm only looking for electronic books. I live 2 hours from campus. I don't come into the library except once a week, or I just want it to be convenient. So I'm going to click on electronic book this time. I'll put a check mark next to it, and then you'll see that the results change to ebooks. This red E shows up. Now, let me show you how to access one of these. I'm going to go with number 2, teaching with classroom response systems, creating active learning environments. And those are also called clickers. You've probably heard of them or used them. We will go into this book record and we'll look at how you can get an ebook. All you have to do is scroll down to where it says find a copy online. And it says Boise State University. Click here to access. It also says click here for help with this ebook. So the first link is going to get you to the actual ebook. The second link is going to link you to tutorials that show you, that instruct you how to download an ebook to your iPad, to your iPhone, your laptop, your Android device, whatever device you use. And those are really comprehensive step-by-step instructions, so use those if you need to. However, today I'm just going to click here to access this ebook, and it takes me to the book online. More information about the book. You can email the book, cite the book, but over here we can read it online, and that's usually what people are going for. So you can click to access it online. It gives you a table of contents, and you can move around in the chapters. I'm just going to move over to chapter 4, teaching choices. And it always takes a minute to load, or a few seconds in this case. So here's chapter 4. I can read this book online. I can just sit here and read it. I don't have to do anything else with it. However, if I want to take it with me on my own device, I can go over here and download this book. So let's go to download. And it asks me, would you like this book for 1 day or 7 days? And of course, I want it for 7 days. So then I say 7 days, and then I download it. So I just wanted you to know that these ebooks are available, and they're quite convenient, and we are buying more of them. I am going to X out of this and go back to our search results. So we have looked at print books and how you can find them in the library. We've also looked at ebooks. Now I'm going to take the check mark off of ebooks, and we are going to switch over to theses and dissertations. So I'm just going to put a check mark next to thesis/dissertation, And now my results all say thesis, dissertation, manuscript. You can tell that we own the first in the list because it says BSU Albertsons Library. So number 1 is the use of multiple representations, higher order thinking skills, interactivity, and motivation when designing a CD-ROM to teach self-similarity. Okay, I'm not very interested in CD-ROMs, but number 2 sounds good, expeditionary learning. Oh, and number 3, using active learning techniques and computers to support curricular goals. Any of these, I guess, would be good. I'm going to go for this expeditionary learning by David Fernander. This is a thesis that was written at Boise State University in 2001. On the right, it tells me that this is about active learning, but it's also about experiential learning and field work. Again, this is kind of treated like a book. You can go down to the middle section. It tells you that it's not checked out right now. It's on the 3rd floor, and then it gives you the call number. You can request this book or put an on-shelf hold on it like we did earlier. And also you should know that all the theses and dissertations that were written at Boise State are, we have an archival copy that's in special collections on the 2nd floor. So if for some reason the circulating copy from the 3rd floor, whatever floor, is checked out, you can still go to special collections and look at that copy of the thesis. Some of the theses and dissertations are actually online through a system called ScholarWorks, and you'll be able to get to those right through here because it'll give you a link right here. So you won't actually have to go looking for all of the theses and dissertations. There will often be a link right here. Now, I want you to know that right here where it says thesis, sometimes these are actually projects and they're not a thesis, but this system calls it a thesis, whether it's a thesis or a project. If it was a dissertation, it would say dissertation EDD or dissertation PhD. So this is just an overview of using the Albertsons Library WorldCat database to find print books, ebooks, and theses and dissertations. And I am going to stop here and we're going to go back to our live presentation. Thank you for watching this, and as always, if you have questions, just please ask me or Marilia as we go through the workshop. Thank you.